This is your host, Dresden George W. I gave you my last name first, because we are just beginning to start to feel, to imagine, and to work towards the actual epic liberty of literally getting rid of these getting rid of these horrible criminals. No, you know what? I'm not gonna hesitate. Let me tell the truth here. Let me tell the truth. We are the true resistance, literally kicking the fuck out of tyrants, out of these major criminals who are losing in every single bit, every single action, every single movement, every single existence. God himself is throwing out all forms of tyranny. All forms of it. Every single bit, every single instance, every single existence is not only going to be put into the light, but it is going to be revealed, going to be witnessed, going to be said that you criminals are going to jail. You cannot fool true patriotism. You cannot fool Americans. You cannot. We know the type of idiocy that's been going on in the upper echelons of the Congress, the upper echelons of ambassadorships. That's been absolutely ridiculous. That does not side with the actual ideas, mentalities, and power of that which is we the people, who, of course, never advocated for one, the EU, for two, enslavement. I personally know and have researched, and I will do more research about this. I will definitely do more research about this. Because, well, let me just rephrase. I know this stuff. I know it very well. But it's important that we not only understand why these criminals are subjecting us to a type of reality that does not fit for the entire status quo, which would be the best benefit for the entirety of humanity, but it's important to know the information. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to start reading, and I'm going to read a butt ton. Here we go. Want to have your mind blown? I'm just going straight to the point. Messages from Hollow Earth. Why? Okay, fine. Here, let me explain some things. It's one thing to realize that, okay, these criminals are not allowing us to have true justice in our democracy, in our true democracy, in our liberty, in our constitution, and they're not following the Bill of Rights. They're not supporting our rights of, and oh my goodness, don't even get me started on the advocacy, or not even advocacy, but for the deliberate, well, first of all, we already know that. Anyway, the fact of the matter, I don't use the word literally a lot, but the fact of the matter is that there's a lot of things going on. Okay, so let me just break it down as simply as possible. The amount of fake stream media lies, obviously, are fake stream media lies. Alright? Fake stream media, you're fake. Next thing to realize, the amount of dishonesty that exists with a type of monitoring that is unnecessary is criminal. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to reiterate it anymore, but I will go into the details of it. Okay, so you can research, because one of the main links that you can check out is Infowars.com. Obviously they're in the know. Obviously we are the resistance. Obviously they know the truth of the matter, of the fact of what is supposed to be known. Entirety for humanity. Everybody should know. Because you are involved in making history, which is incredibly important. Because guess what? This is not anything compared to... Okay, you want to know the truth? George Washington has nothing upon this type of revolution that we're starting. Of course, he's a great example, but of course, it takes more than facts and more than information. It takes will, it takes heart, it takes heartbeating, it takes blood, it takes everything. Requires that us to create the best reality that we possibly can by not only overthrowing, but therefore leading to that next possible jump in evolution. That's where we're supposed to be, without being held back by these goddamn tyrants, such as, damn names, such as, I mean, see, you can heal them, you can cure them. They can be a part of this wonderful, beautiful reality. But if they're dedicated to the overthrow of humanity, they're going to be stomped to the ground, burned to ashes, eaten, ingested by true humanity to grind their bones to make us stronger, better, fuller, more advocate, more enticed, more smart and intelligent, and advocating for the evolution of the entire planet. Get out of Le Pen's way. Get out of freedom's way. Get out of the ideas that is the force of absolute liberty, of life, and pursuit of happiness. Tyrants do not stand a chance. You are on the market for being eaten, devoured, literally devoured. You try to devour the empire of freedom, you try to devour the empire of America, and you've fallen. So what allows you to fall? All right, what made you fall? All right, let's enjoy this for a little bit. Let's enjoy this tasty meal of meat. Let's taste some meat. Go to Infowars.com. Listen to the ferocity of the crew members there. Listen to the will. Listen to the fire that exists in their hearts and their souls. And then, when you heard that, I want you to listen to it again. And when you heard that again, I want you to listen to me. Listen to that type of a forced fact that allows us to literally get rid of this tyranny and all forms of it, be the resistance to it, and to understand exactly how important the force of understanding what it means to lead in the best way possible. It's irritating, absolutely irritating to know for a fact. You can, what? Here's a reference point, so you can look this up to reference on your own. Messages from Hollow Earth. Go read that book. I want you to read it again, and then read it again, and read it again. You know what else you should read? Read Making of the President 2016. Read it again, read it again, read it again. You know what else that leads to? Reading my website thesis that I put together. It's maybe it's already been read. Maybe it's already been known. Maybe that. Oh my goodness gracious! Let me let you know something. Let me tell you something. It's obviously clear that tyranny's never going to stop. It's just relentless. It's stupid. It's so dumb. This divide and conquer does not work because we are united and we are into unity consciousness. Let's explain this a little bit from reference points, from articles, from books, from actual evidence. All right, you know what? You want to know? You want to know? Let's go. Quoting now, quote, "The light is expanding in your mass consciousness, and soon you will feel its intensity, which will drastically move your vibration into the higher octaves, which the frequency will bring you all into unity consciousness without you realizing it. One day you will just open your eyes and it will be there, and be with us, and marvel at it all. It will seem as magic to you, and seem as if it always was. And all the suffering of the past will be obliterated and erased from yourselves, and you will rejoice at finding yourself at last. We will enfold you in our arms. And we, too, will rejoice in reuniting with you, our brothers and sisters. At long last, I am Mikos, your friend from the past." Now, let's go again. Okay, how about this? More mind-blowingness. We are obviously wanting it. So let's read these two paragraphs from Messages from the Hollow Earth. "Good morning, I am Mikos, and my entourage and I have been waiting for you on our doorstep to the library of Pathologos, where the white alabaster steps twinkle with the sparks of embedded crystals and diamonds, leading into the great halls of our library located in the Earth's vast interior. Today we will take you on a tour through our halls and show you what a true library in your future will look like. Your future libraries will look like ours, as ours is the model that all libraries will replicate. We will start with the outer grounds, as there are inner grounds too. The outer grounds are lush with grasses flowers, bushes, and trees, and there are circular clearings with soft benches and lounging chairs in the center, accompanied by round, small, tall tables to set your accoutrements on. There are small springs of waterfalls and fountains in these enclosures. Our water is alive and in a full state of consciousness that sings. Yes, our water sings, and as you lounge in our secluded enclosure, you are sung to by the water of life. As it sprays from our fountains with melodies of deep love that harmonizes and balances all of the cells in your body. From this state, the deep peacefulness of and harmony, we sit and relax in intervals during our quote work unquote day unquote. So now we have literally been witnessed in a sense to the explanation that I just gave to what Mycos is doing. He does explaining and protecting and defending is, for example, his library and this type of truth that is supposed to come out to the entirety of humanity. Who in the world would want to keep that type of paradise from us? Why is that not known around the entire planet? And why are we succumb to the type of dumbass slavery that fucking shitheads fall for? Excuse my language. That was the type of irritating tyrannical control that is slammed down our throats 24/7 by fake stream media, by George Soros, by Hillary Clinton, by these sources of just not wanting to be peaceful with planet Earth. And of course we're done with being peaceful. I mean, well, in a sense, we are peaceful. We're trying to be peaceful. I mean, look at this. Look at the existence that exists inside inner Earth. Look at that. Use your own brain to discern exactly how much control is being asserted on you. It is literally mind-blowing. It is I have every right to say the word literally in that context when it's literally mind-blowing. The amount of force that we have to fight to defend this new type of level of freedom and democracy is next level. I mean, come on. Let me read this again. All right, let's read and explain exactly how important every single human being is, and why every single human being has this right to life and liberty and pursuit of happiness. And now, and quote, "And now we go inside the library of Pathologos, and we walk up the crystal staircase where the door opens into the universe. Yes, the library is multidimensional. As you enter, you see the Milky Way galaxy floating around you, and can glance into the heavens beyond, which encompass our whole universe. You see the stars and suns and other solar systems revolving around our central sun, and you feel part of all that is, as indeed you are." Okay, so why in the world would you have to do anything that has to subject your right to anything that is limiting of your imagination, of your birthright, and of your essence of being the source of humanity itself, the source of creation itself, the source and feel a part of all that is, as indeed you are. All right, so we got this library. We got this epic, tremendous, wonderful library. This one little library, this one library that's multidimensional, that exists on planet Earth. It's there. We can go to the crystal slides, we can read, we can learn, we can develop. Why in the world would we be subject to any type of tyranny that would control the type of information that is supposed to outflow from us, when there's a library such as the Library of Pathologos, which is multidimensional? The point is, of course, we're not going to fall for any type of nonsense that, for one, the fake stream media puts out. For two, the stupid, relentless attacks of ultimately the Constitution, of the preamble of the Constitution. And it's clear to see, and patriotism is so awake. It's literally a force of wanting to just squish something so bad. And it's not that we're just trying to squish things in the dark. We got the flashlight, and we got tyrants by their skinny little chicken necks, and we're wrangling them. I have no patience I have no patience for tyrannical control. I have no patience for tyrannical control. Tyrannical control is done. You've entered into a realm that you do not know what you're messing with. You mess with liberty, freedom, and pursuit of happiness for way too long because you're overstepping your bounds. It's obviously clear that they're relentless in their lies, the fixture media, the corporate media, and the tyrants that try to puppeteer the very goddamn control systems in our government that are trying so hard, those that are trying so hard to not only promote the ideas and the will and the power of the people, of we the people, but they're trying to subject us into a type of enslavement which we cannot be fooled by. Because why? It goes beyond just being a sovereign country. It goes into being sovereignly as human beings, sovereign galactic citizens. Because why? We are due and are endowed and are owed an extraordinary amount of connection to be that which we are to be. Let's read a little bit more. So, all right, you know what? Let's talk about. Okay, this is chapter 3, our galactic connection, the story of the hollow Earth inhabitants. I'm reading 2 paragraphs. Greetings from center of the Earth. I am Mycos, an inhabitant below the Earth's surface, enfolded in the hollow globe deep on the inside space of Earth. As life forms circle around and above us on the surface, you are on the rim, so to speak, while we dwell in the cradle, which is safe and secure from outside forces of chaos that are currently raging around you. Unquote. Let me just say something. Oh my goodness! Like we didn't know there was absolute chaos raging around us. Yeah. Well, guess what? Those tyrants, those criminals, those major criminals have been spotted, and they're burning into ashes. Quote, as many of you are now familiar with Telos, but not really familiar with the Hollow Earth inhabitants, we would like you to hear our story now. We are a very advanced race of beings who have never resided on the surface. We have come from other planets in our solar system and other galaxies from far out reaches of space. We came here to oversee the Earth, and we came here to continue our own evolution without interference from any race or ETs. We are securely encased in the core of the Earth, sufficiently to protect us from all outside intrusion so that we can evolve as quickly as we can in order to secure this planet as an outpost of love and light. For the quicker we can evolve, the quicker we can come to this planet to help struggling humanity gain its freedom into the light of God's love. This is why you have not seen or heard from us. It is because we have self-imposed this seclusion. I'll read another paragraph. We now wish you to acknowledge us standing free in the light of God in the midst of you, constantly radiating out our light and love to you, and to grasp and hold on to as we pull you closer and closer to our heart's flame until you meld with us into God's mighty stream of light, enabling you to then go forth into the world where you'll shine as a beacon and into where all who encounter your radiance become magnetized from within to begin their transformation in consciousness and increased awareness of the multitudes of beings who are here to help you and all life on earth to evolve into higher and higher states of being, higher states of consciousness until all of earth together explodes into her extension of light as all are freed from earth's density forever. Unquote. Maybe it's a little bit far stretching this to make this claim that I'm about to make, but 1, duh. 2, I love how I said that. 2, freaking epic. 2, what in the world are these? What in the world are these dumbass idiots doing in Congress? What in the world are these dumbass idiots doing that are trying to wreck planet Earth? Why the fuck are they trying to weaponize all this shit for no reason? Excuse my language. Excuse my language. Let me explain that in a different way. One of the things that's going on is there's a lot of the type of solutions that exist and that literally clearly exist to allow us to exist in freedom are being suppressed. Now, this is another another source that I can explain this from, because apparently I need to explain this, and because integrity is just out the window. Apparently everybody. Oh my goodness! Don't even get me started. But why is integrity not assumed? All right, I automatically have integrity. Why do you think I should be skeptical about this? I don't believe what's coming out of your mouth. Hey, listen to me. You should listen more and stop being skeptical. Do you think I'm just gonna lie around about really advocating for the amount of truth that I'm trying to? You should. I'm so sick of this freaking integrity game. There's you got the fake stream media telling lies, and then you got the actual human beings that try to be full of integrity, that live by integrity, and then when they're questioned, when the truth that is what allows them to set people free, and you're not set free because you're constrained from your own box, I'm skeptical about this because I didn't think about that before. There's no way that this could happen on planet Earth. There's no way that we can go to other planets. There's no way that we can go to the outer solar system. There's no way we can leave the galaxy because I've been trained since I was little that we're supposed to stay on this rock. We're supposed to stay on planet Earth. We're supposed to go to school, and that's it. We're supposed to die, and that's the end of it. Come on, wake up, listen. Understand that your inheritance, your birthright is way bigger than that. Obviously, I'm here to help you. You think I would lie to you to not help you? That's not my job, alright? But the job that I do is beyond that, even. Anyway, I just went off a tangent. The point is, let me read this article that explains it fully, clearly, and obviously. Because it will bring crystal clear clarity on so many levels. Because, for example, the Orion Project from Serious Disclosure, which apparently I need to read because people don't know this. Orion Project is what Stephen Greer and many other individuals and scientists have been working on. That's what their research is. The Orion Project, off of Stephen Greer, you can find it on his website, SiriusDisclosure.com. That is SIRIUS, Sirius, as in the star system, disclosure.com. They have a wonderful film coming out called Unacknowledged. Unacknowledged explains a whole bunch of things. Just go look it up. Unacknowledged. Oh my goodness. Sorry, my finger's doing weird things right now. Let me explain something. Let me explain something crystal clearly. Check out the New Earth Incubator Fund. That's on Serious Disclosure. Check out the papers tab that explains all the papers that Stephen Greer and many others were involved in from. There's so many. Just read them. Read them all. I entice you to read them all. Whether just understanding your force of nature. But you know what? Let me read some of them. Let me read one of the really just epic ones. One of the major ones that is in the thesis that I wrote last year is the unnecessary energy crisis. Unnecessary energy crisis. You gotta read that. You have to understand, if you really want to understand it or even talk about energy at all, you gotta understand the suppression of energy in the first place, alright? You can't... Okay. you can't even discuss economic energy slavery if you don't understand the true importance of what it means to have the type of technologies that not only Tesla and Bearden and many other incredible, great scientists created, but you have to realize the amount of, and this is a lot of information that I'm just throwing at you, but you have to realize the potential of peace. And of course, that's known. By that understanding, you would know that these type of globalist idiots that try to control with tyrannical grip, it doesn't work. I digress. Let's read one of these documents. Alright, let's read these documents. Let's read it because it's important that we read. Actually, you know what? I'm going to read the Orion Project Memorandum. Here we go. Before I read this, I want to mention something. I'm actually still certain, and I already know what they're going to choose. But, just because they're committed to evil. But, I mean, like, this is there's an opportunity for forgiveness. There's a lot of opportunities for forgiveness. This is the one thing that I stand for in terms of supporting life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness, because you can't support it if you've been advocating for global, and this is your insensitive time, and it's already been done before, the question's already been asked, but recognize, speak, advocate, and be relentless in your support and commitment and courageous upliftment towards the actual understanding of what goes on in Hollow Earth, the type of civilization that exists there. Understand, explain, learn, study it, and advocate it for wanting the entire planet to unite in peace, prosperity, sustainability, stability, and posterity. It's easy to do that. I mean, it's actually pretty easy to do that. You can go to messages from Hollow Earth. Honestly, just these simple things, and actually, it also takes mental ability to understand it, and also takes mental clarity. It also takes a lot of things, but at the same time, it's very simple. So let me explain it. It takes courage to speak about these things constantly. It takes will to want to move forward in this direction of Hollow Earth, really going inside the womb of Mother Earth, of Gaia. And 3, it takes a considerable amount of effort and will, and a considerable amount of work and effort and efficiency. And what I mean by that is just, everything you do is, in a sense, backing that which is ultimate freedom, peace, liberty, and freedom from control, and ability to travel not only on planet Earth but off planet Earth, off world. So let me read this referendum, this memorandum, because this is very key. This is very important, and I feel like I'm repeating myself, but I'm not. But it's important that it must be said. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna paraphrase this because this is literally. I'm getting really frustrated. This is full out. This is full out. I'm going all out, dude. This is irritating that I have to explain this again, but I'm going to. Orion Project Memorandum. It was to President Barack Obama. This was to President Barack Obama and members of Congress back in 2008, I want to say. And it was a quote, "This situation requires intervention by the president and by key congressional oversight committees. We ask that you investigate these new technologies provide immediate financial support for the research and development of practical energy solutions based on these new scientific advances, issue an executive order freeing these scientists from illegal national security restrictions that have been placed upon them, issue an executive order to secure the cooperation of the DOE and other agencies in the funding and release of these technologies. We have also identified a number of key government and government-funded corporate projects that possess these technologies. These operations are illegally withholding these earth-saving technologies from the public. Only the direct intervention by the president and by members of Congress can correct this situation. Beginning a new energy economy based on these scientific breakthroughs is the most pressing national security priority facing our nation. We stand ready to provide in-depth materials and access to these scientists so that at long last we may be freed from the shackles of oil, coal dependence, and move forward as a free and transformed civilization on Earth. Alright, now we're talking about civilization. Let's read this table of contents really quickly. This goes into the background of technology categories in background, development of supportive policies and strategies, history of unity technologies, categories of suppression, strategic plan, components to safeguard development, organizational needs to develop breakthrough energy technologies, example list of technologies, examples, budget summary. Appendix A, general references on energy technologies. Appendix B, precursor engineering, review of issues. Appendix C, description of Kowalski-Frost experiment. Appendix D, outside the box, space and terrestrial transportation and energy technologies for the 21st century. Also, I want to interject. I'm definitely going to try and set a set time for now. I'm going to say that set time is 18. No, play that. 2000. Probably 2000, 1900. I'm going to find out permanently tomorrow. It might not be permanent, but I'm pretty sure that's what is going to happen. Going to make sure that happens. It's important that this has to happen every single day, because this is literally how we win. It's literally how we win the country, and this is literally how we claim victory. I mean, this is epic proportions of victory. This is history in the making. This is such an important moment every single day, every single moment. We're making history. Come on. It's so important. How can you... I don't even see how you cannot care. I mean, if you didn't know, then you didn't know. But now we're able to allow you allows you to know. Some of the resources and the research that I'm able to some of the resources and the research that I've done to allow myself to communicate, to culminate all the amount of intelligence that I know and able to flow fluently, took years to do. Also, it's important because it's obviously the most important thing to do. The most important thing to do, because we need to fight for our freedom. You're going to be a slave no matter what you do, unless you know this type of stuff that allows the freedom of the entirety of humanity. Because it's not just America that's under this type of enslavement and protocol of tyranny and lies from the fake stream media that tries to hold us down, which is stupid, because you can't hold down the fire of awesomeness that burns those tyrannical lies to ashes and gets those major criminals indicted. They have names. Go to InfoWars, know their names, but you know what? I'm going to say their names, and I should go to those documents to explain what they said. But honestly, I am so pissed off. I don't think I can do it. But, at the same time, I'm happy. We're the Pelosi, I'm just gonna name names. Pelosi, George Bush, Bill Clinton. I mean, all these guys. Okay, I should actually explain more. Hillary Clinton, George W. Bush, the Bush family, most of them. I think even Jeb Bush, but maybe not, but still. We got Maxine Waters. Oh my goodness. Hilarious. We got Eric Holder. Just criminals, alright? There's criminals. George Soros. A bunch of big, massive, ugly criminals. So, Let's summarize this. You've been recognized. There is a state of evolution that we're going into for full life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. You will be purged. All you criminals, you'll be purged really quickly. You'll be burnt if you're not purged. Burnt to ashes. There will be nothing left of you. Nothing. Also, there is the abilities to support all of creation that we're basically being trained through. This is a type of test that, in a sense, that allows us to be able to manifest destiny in a sense, and to co-create better realities not only on planets but throughout the cosmos. So this is a wonderful test, and tyrants, you fail, we're kicking you the fuck out, and nobody likes you. Fuck you, tyrants. You started something that you're just gonna stop. So you're literally gone. You're being fired. You're put on the flames. You're literally just, you're gone. I mean, we don't like you. Get out of here. Get out. All right, get out of our government. Get out of our Congress. Get out of our legislative system. Get out of our executive system, executive branch. Get the hell out of our judicial system. You are going to be in jail. You are going to be in jail so fast. So go ahead and do you know what? For your sake, don't do your bullshit, nonsense, criminal activities. Don't do it. If you do it, you're going to be in jail a lot faster. You're going to be subject to a lot more than that. Because, it's the force of God that's literally in here, in presence, literally working to, well, you already know that, tyrants, because you're losing pretty badly. Victory is in the light of humanity, in the light, and it's awesome how quickly tyrants fall. This is your host, George W. Dresden. It is my... Dude, it is more than my duty. I'm more than committed. I've been committed for years, but I'm more than committed to shove these butthole tyrants into oblivion. Goodbye, tyrants. Your time is over.